football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So NC State's offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bone.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He'll throw it down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the ground. This junior making his presence felt and make stop after a short gain. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does. Go his way, and he loses the timeout. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Powers forward. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have its first possession of the game. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This crowd full of throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Lopez to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Now their defense is playing lights out. Second sack of this opening drive. One thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go. You're seeing it here on the big stage.
The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the back. After the pickup of 9... Second and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Right back to it. Makes it past the marker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Picked off That's number 15 on the year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Caught behind the line. It's Green. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He's going fertile. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Lopez wants to fire. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's now up to 64 yards rushing in this one and well on his way to a 1,400-yard season. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. With the catch, it's Dennis. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards and get the first down.
Quick step and go. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Fellas, happy Thanksgiving wishes to you once again. The Egg Bowl is up for grabs between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And check this out. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Lopez to pass. Fakes to grab. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And this is a really important series of plays. A chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. coverage in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's got the back in the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. NC State going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Lopez wants to fire. That's caught. It's Russell. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll try to put out the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Makes the quick grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. NC State quick to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the first himself. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He's quite familiar with the end zone. His 75th career touchdown run.
You know, we're in the era in college football where there's a lot of running back by committee. This guy has been the bell cow. He's been the focal point of this offense. To stay healthy, to be consistent, and to reach that number is ridiculous.
Right, it just shows you how special he is, because you're right. They want to throw it all over the yard in today's college football, but they continue to give it to him because he continues to find the end zone, and again, for the 75th time.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got his man across the middle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Finds his man. It's Dennis. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. You're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground, he's got it again. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. NC State going up tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Boom. Touchdown, NC State! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The sure hands, it's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end?
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Lopez wants to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. And Maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on third and goal from the 2? We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez to pass. It's complete to the right. Turns it on at midfield. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. To the air on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Stands in and takes the hit. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's going to run it. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Green. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Snap in the shotgun. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And it's nice to to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give is to Williams. There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That might be the proverbial fourth-quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on.
Lost one deep down the right side. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot.